Hello everybody and welcome back to house number 6 of season 3 of houses, and today we're going to go back to my old ways, and that is with a modern house. This right here is the modern house that we will make today. It might either be one part or two, one or the other I think will be good. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've made a modern house, and this is actually the first modern house I've made in a very long time myself, not even just in a tutorial. So how about we get started and let's go over the materials that we will need. If you want to use any different materials, you easily can do that. So we will need snow, of course. We will need polished andesite. We don't need cobblestone. Acacia planks. We will also need dark oak wood slabs. Black stained glass. White stained glass panes. Black stained glass panes. And we will need a stone slab as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over on the left side of the house. I would make sure you have maybe 3 to 5 blocks of extra space just in case you mess up on a block. You have some wiggle room there. So what we're going to do is using our snow, start right here, and we're going to stack up pretty high up. I'd probably say maybe around 10 to, that looks like maybe 10 blocks. I think that should be good. All right. And every now and then I will be going over here just to double check I'm using the right design. Just want to make sure I'm doing everything how I had it over there. I just want to make sure it's the best looking house for you guys. So we're going to come over 3 more blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now on the second to last block right here, we're going to stack this one all the way up as well. And we're going to connect the 2 sides together. Actually, let's not connect the 2 sides together because we will fine tune where we have like the height of the blocks and everything like that as we go. So I think for now that should be good. So now what we're going to do is come 1 block back where our window would be. And we're going to use a black stained glass here. We're going to stack it up 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should be correct. Yep, 4 blocks. All right. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, using your plain snow, the snow that you can stack on top of each other, we're going to stack 5 on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what this does, it kind of just makes it to where it's not a full block. You can still kind of get the same idea. But for some reason, it just looks a little bit nicer from that perspective, in my opinion. So right in front of the glass panes, or glass blocks that we just added, come back to the front and add 2 more layers on top of snow. So just like that, so we should have 2 blocks on top of the windows, just like that. Now what we're going to do is come 1 block up. On the second block, add in another. All right, we're going to have another small window here. Again, we don't want this to be a big window, and we're going to use a black stained glass block for this. So just 1 block behind, just like that. All right. And there we go. There is that window set and ready to go. So I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. So 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block. All right. So what we're going to do now is just on the 4th block. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we actually did make it the correct height. So it should look something just like this so far. I know it looks very plain, but that is because we do not have, much in ways of design yet because we don't have the rest of the house built. So what we're going to do is, so on this 4th block right here, we're actually not going to add anything stacking up. That's actually going to stay at the right height. So what you do want to do, though, is come over to the window that we just made. And we're going to make this come all the way up. So it's 2 blocks wide or back on the ends. All right. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Hopefully I described that well enough for you guys as well. So what we're going to do is now we're going to take out our polished andesite. So our andesite is going to go on just on the other side of the snow block. That's only 1 block tall here. We're going to have it come out 1 block in front. Then have it come out 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So you should have a 5 block wall just like this. We're going to turn it 1 block back, leave a gap, and then add 1 more block. And this is where our front door is going to be here. So we're going to stack this up just a little bit. So as of right now, it's stacked up 3 blocks. That's just because of the fact that it's the height of our door. So it's very simple. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack it up 3 more blocks. So just kind of do this all the way around with your andesite. Just kind of stack it all the way up. Just like this. Using your glass panes that are white. I don't know what this, I phrased that really weird. We're going to add 2 layers of glass panes on top just like that. And then your andesite will come over and connect the 2 sides together. And then that is your finished block. And then using your stone slabs, you're just going to lay in your stone slabs on top of the andesite that we just placed here. And ta-da, simple enough. So now using our black stained glass, what we're going to do is stack up all the way to the top and leave a 1 block gap. So basically 1 block from the height. All right. So what we're going to do now is come back down with your glass panes. Or why do I keep saying glass panes? I'm getting everything confused today. I'm off my game. All right. So you're actually just going to have this come down to where it's the same height as the slabs here. We're going to have it come out one more, so it should be 3 blocks wide altogether here. So very, very simple, hopefully. And what we're going to do is have it come back 2 more blocks towards the back of the house. So 2. Using your andesite again, we're going to keep it even this time. We're not going to go back or forward with this. We're going to keep it even with where the glass is. We're going to add 1, 2, and then add 2 more coming across on the top and bottom. And right here, you're going to use your glass panes. I got this one correct this time. Your black stained glass panes here, and just fill in the extra gap just like that. Very, very simple, hopefully. I think we're actually looking pretty decent so far, especially like keeping true to the design that I had originally. So now using your acacia wood planks, what we're going to do is right on the other side of the andesite that we just placed, we're going to have it stack all the way up and even. We will make this come up a little bit higher later on. You can even stack it up maybe 2 or 3 more blocks taller now that you just know, just in case. I think for now that should be good. So I think it's only 2 blocks. It was 2 and 3. All right. So what we're going to do is have this come over 2 blocks just like this from the andesite that we just placed. And then we're going to have it come back another 2 blocks. So just like this. So technically it is a 3x3 pillar since we added our first layer of acacia wood planks on the side of the andesite there. So technically it's a 3x3 block, pretty much just kind of more of a L-shaped. It might be the better way to put that. All right, so now that we have that, how about we come back down to the bottom side of this house? So starting from the bottom, what we're going to do, now we're here. Now what we're going to do is using our acacia wood planks, we're going to start 1 block back from the andesite here, have it come back 2, 3 more blocks. We're going to stack this up at the same height as our andesite. Now minus the slab, we want to be 1 block below, so basically half a block below because we have the stone slab here. All right, so now we are going to turn it 1 block to the right. And we're going to stack this one all the way up. What we're going to do is using your acacia wood planks, again, come over 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And on the last block, you're going to stack it up to be even. Now, what this is going to do is we're going to add in a window here. So this window, just kind of make sure you kind of follow me here. Our planks or our glass panes, excuse me, I'm just really off my game today. We're going to stack up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on the ends just like this. And then in the middle, we're going to have our white glass pane just like that. And I like this design because it just makes it look a little bit more designy, I guess, might be the right word to use there. It just gives it a little bit more detail when it comes to window designs. And your acacia wood planks will come over and just connect the 2 sides together just like that. So it should look something just like this when you're all said and done. Alright, so now kind of continuing with that same wall, we're going to continue it back 1, 2 more blocks, stack it up same height. Now this one here is actually just going to be a 1 block window with our white glass panes. Just 1, 2, 3, just like that, very, very simple. And then finish it off with your acacia wood plank right there. Again, we're supposed to be doing this very, very simple, like, this is supposed to be a very simple modern house, and especially like jumping back into modern. I want to make sure I'm starting off easy and make sure I can kind of describe things how I should be. So now bringing back out our andesite, we're going to come 1 block back from this 1 block window of acacia wood planks that we made and stack it up at the same height as well. So just like that, looking pretty good, I think. I think we're looking pretty decent. So now using our snow, back to the snow finally, we're going to come 1 block diagonal to the side, so more towards the right side of the house with our snow, and have it come out 2 more blocks. In this, we're actually just going to stack it up pretty high up. I would actually just make it even with where the andesite is over here. Just kind of judge it. We will fine tune that here in a little bit. And right here, we can just make this into a full wall just like this, coming over, I believe it's 5 blocks. I will count that here for you in a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, just like that. Again, we will add some windows and stuff like that to this. But I think for now, it should be good when it comes to the design purposes of those things. So now we're going to add this piece right here. So this is basically going to be your balcony portion of this house. So now using your dark oak wood slabs, you're actually going to start on the top part of this stone slab here, and we're going to have it come all the way over and even with where the snow is. And then we're just going to turn it and have it come back just like that. All right. You're actually going to use your slabs again. We're not using full blocks here. Come underneath and add this underneath. So basically you're trying to make it look like a full block without being at the right position of a full block would be, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it did. Okay, so now what we're going to do is come half a block up from the dark oak wood planks that you made, and just have it kind of follow the same outline. And this here is your railing. You're going to have it come all the way over and connect with your glass over there. Again, this is the railing portion of this house. So basically that's what this is for. Okay, so now what we're going to do, how much time are we at? We're at 10 minutes. So we're almost done with, I think, this portion of the house. I mean, we're pretty much done with all the front side. I think we're going to finish up with the glass here. So using your glass pane, oh my goodness, your glass blocks, your black glass blocks, oh my god, I'm going to kill myself tonight. I'm just kidding. It's not a funny thing to joke with. What we're going to do is start it, I think it's right there, and we're going to stack these up 4 blocks, so 2, 3, and 4. So you might notice, if we come over here, you might notice how this looks a little bit different because of the fact that it comes back like this. And that's actually the portion that we're going to add right now. So what you're going to do is, if you notice, it's going to be at the right height and same height as this. So basically, we want it to be 1 block below. So I usually kind of judge a area like this with where some of the stuff should be. So basically, our window needs to be right here. So it's kind of coming over and leaving 2 blocks on the end. So it's kind of coming over and connecting these 2 sides together. So now that we did that, we know that this window needs to come up 1 more block and come over and connect the 2 sides together. Again, doing that just adds a little bit more detail to this entire modern house. So I think what we're going to do to finish off this part is using our stone slabs. What we're going to do is we're just going to continue putting our stone slabs even where they already are from the front. It's kind of filling everything in right here. Just kind of fill all this stuff in. And if you don't like how that looks on the bottom side here, you can kind of tell it's a different material. One thing that you can do is get rid of the blocks here and replace them with the same blocks, so the dark oak wood slabs that we used. So just like this, I think it looks a little bit more clean from the outside. Now from the balcony perspective, it might look a little bit more dirty. I mean, if you look over here, it just looks a little bit different. Actually, I think I just maybe overthought that. I think that would work because they are not full blocks. So I think we actually can have these here. Yes, we can. So never mind. Scratch that idea. Just have your stone slabs come all the way out and just kind of fill in all this extra area right here. And this will fill in all that gap. So I'm really happy I thought of that because I was just overthinking it. Oh, misplaced one there. And there we go. So guys, that is it for this part. So tomorrow we will continue this house. It should only be the last part. I mean, it's not a very big house. So thank you guys for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I will see you guys next week or tomorrow for another episode or part. So bye bye guys.